In this video, I'm going to talk about my glam girl, Gabrielle Solis, and why I like her so much. And to make it clear, it's not just because of her style. Meu nome é Gina Luz, 𝘷𝘪𝘥𝘀 Luz na sua vida. I'm a 90s enthusiast, so you can follow me on my Instagram handle, Gina and Luz. I would love that. Who is she? Gabrielle, nicknamed Gabby Solis Marquez, previously Lang, is one of the main characters in Desperate Housewives. She is a former top model turned trophy wife. Gabby married CSO Carlos Solis, who proposed after their third date. In 2001, Gabby gave up her lavish life in New York City to move to the suburbs of Fairview and to adjust to a more quieter, more settled down lifestyle with Carlos. During these first 3 years of the marriage, Carlos was always away on business trips, leaving Gabby to become bored, lonely, and unhappy, resulting in having an affair with her teenage gardener and high school student John Rowland. Eventually, the sense of friendship and family life overwhelmed Gabby, and she found happiness on a lane, Wisteria Lane, in raising a family with the love of her life, Carlos. Gabby was born Gabrielle Marquez in Las Colinas, Texas, on December 8, 1976. She grew up in a very poor home with her beloved father and mother and siblings. They all lived under a small shack and struggled to make ends meet. Gabby never really liked to talk about this, and it developed her into being a self-hating Mexican. Her fashion sense. The series are taped in the early 00s, and I noticed that sometimes the fashion of that time is very 2004 so in a sort of way. But there are some pieces the ladies wore that I would certainly wear now. To be honest, what I am wearing now is a little bit Gabby inspired. Um, I don't know which season it was, but I will show the picture here because I watched the whole season and I just finished this week, but this is Gabby inspired. I was wearing something blue and sheer, a bit like this fabric, and this is the only thing that I own in that particular color with sheer, so this is Gabby inspired. Her character. I absolutely adore her character. She is vain, selfish, immoral, and superficial. Those do not sound like the traits of someone you would like, but Gabby somehow pulls it off. She is so charming and fun that you forget sometimes that she has so many flaws. I love the fact that she is direct and really says what she thinks. She is superficial and she really owns up to it, which is so admirable to me. And she is really, really funny. To be honest, all of the ladies in Desperate Housewives are quite funny. However, Gabby has a different side to her, and deep down, she is very sensitive and caring. I. It's almost like the traits I mentioned she uses to mask like her real self. For the character analysis, I used quotes made by Gabby, and I talk about the scene in which she said that quote and how I personally relate to her. Do you know how bored I was today? I came this close to actually cleaning the house. This was season 1. Gabby was complaining to Carlos that he was away so much. She felt alone and unhappy about it. I think in this scene, she wasn't really settled in just yet. I think I relate to her in the way that I really like attention when I'm in a relationship, and I love to be cared for and adored and pampered. John, you're a toy, a sweet dumb toy. You might as well go to college because there's nothing between us. Season 1 as well. In this scene, Gabby and John Rowland, her teenage gardener with whom she had an affair with, are talking about getting together and creating a real life. with each other. And Gabby is telling him off. In this scene, you can see the true feelings she has for John. I can't remember it quite, but what I do remember is that in this scene, you can see the tears in Gabby's eyes as she tells John that this is not going to work between them. That shows me that Gabby, even though she represents herself as being tough, that she really loved John in the end. I can relate to her so much because I am a real softie when it comes to amor. Season 2. People grieve in different ways. I go out shopping and you rip out toilets. In this scene, Gabby just lost a baby and she is visiting Carlos in jail. He's in shambles because of the loss of their child, and all of a sudden he asked her if she is even sad because she looks fine. I think I relate to Gabby in this scene because I always turn to fashion even when I'm sad. It's how I cope with my emotions. If I look great, I feel so much better about myself. So whenever I'm sad, I just put on some lipstick. So whenever I'm sad, I just put on some lipstick and I just go. Season 3. Why don't you just call the cops and tell them what? 911, someone broke into the house and left a $6,000 dress. I'm sorry. I just had to chuckle up because the way she says it, of course, without an accent like mine, it was just so funny. The way she said it, it was so, I was laughing so hard and I rewind it over and over again because I love Gabby, and this is why. She can be so sarcastic, and that is so my humor. When I'm among friends, I can be this exact way. In this scene, Gabby found a dress in her home, which was left by Zach Young, and she asked Carlos to stay the night at her house just to keep watch. I've been taken for granted before, and I'm not going to let it happen again. If I'm going to give myself to you, you better damn well worship me. Gabby is dating Victor Lang, a man that is running for mayor. They just had, and he did not call her the day after. She paid him back by making him jealous with another man and ignoring his calls. I relate to this also so much because this could have been something I would have said. I hate being taken for granted, like many, of course, and I will voice that definitely. And if you don't listen, I will see myself out. That's it for today. I really loved making this video. And did y'all hear about Desperate Housewives being rebooted and that it might be coming in 2022? I would die and go to heaven for this. Thank you for watching, and let me know who inspires you to be your full self. Just let me know in the comments. If you like this video, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. Just click on the subscribe button below this video. It's free, and please do not forget to comment below. Meu nome é Gina Luz, 𝘷𝘪𝘥𝘢 na sua vida.